Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for Victoria 3, as we continue our run here with New Granada, also known as Colombia. I just realized why some of our money might be bad, or worse. I bet, yep, we lost our lease for the Panama Canal. Yeah, okay, that's fair. Or the selling or whatever we did. That is no longer there. Okay, I was wondering why we were like 30k below what we had been before. Okay, well that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. Fair enough. Well, I won't stress it quite as much. We do have, radical issues going up. I mean, just everything is awful all the time. But don't know really what we can do about it right now. I mean, I'd like to increase the standard of living. Gone down a little bit, so we'd like to try and get that back up. We just need money, though. Everything comes back to our money situation. I'd like to get this back positive before I really do much of anything. I mean, you could argue that by spending money we'll make it back positive sooner, but I just really want to get this positive. Hey, we got National Guard. More battalions mobilized. All sorts of stuff. Okay. Well, that's a good one. Dye works accident. That's fine. Let's see. Nothing to do right now. We still got to work on the standard of living. It is so terrible. Oh, Panama's back in the list. % authority. Nice. More loyalists. More loyalists. Upper Strata needs more standard of living, but a ton more loyalists from them. Let's go for it. Party never ends. I doubt we're gonna get that many loyalists because there's not that many people. Wage subsidies. Welfare payments. This dude sure is keeping putting a lot. I mean, there's a lot of people that are supporting it, but there's also a lot of people that would be unhappy with it. The landowners. They wouldn't be specifically radicalized. Now, the industrialists wouldn't like it, but they'd still be positive. It's just the landowners that would really hate it. Do we want that? I mean, the industrialists support the poor laws. That actually might be like a good in-between. Yeah, that seems like a more realistic in-between. While still keeping the industrialists happy. Yep, go with that one. Gotta get the rural folk happy again at some point. Social Democratic Party. Fair enough. Got the trade unions in there. Money's still going up. Credit's getting better. Slowly. I mean, GDP, we're up to top 18 and per capita. Top 25 and, overall GDP. Things are still slowly getting better. Just not by a lot. Reform the government. Current government legitimacy. We don't have an option to reform the government right now. We have election coming up in 112 days. I mean, the private sector's still just building things, right? So we don't really have to stress too much that we're not building anything. Things are getting built. More loyalists. Yeah, I like the idea of having some bunch of loyalists, to be honest. To 8.3. It's not amazing, but we're working on it. Oh, this is looking okay. All right, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Hey, election results. Man, none of these are good. I mean, 39's better than whatever this is gonna be. I guess 34. Still not good though. I mean, the rural folk are angry, which is probably not a good thing to put them in power. We might, though, we might want the intelligentsia to start being our primaries. I mean, I'd like them in the industrialists, but seems like that's not going to be a group that's going to play nicely together. I think we've got to get as much legitimacy as we can get. .94. I mean, it's basically the same no matter what we do. Our government is very illegitimate. I mean, two of these are loyal. Maybe we can get these guys happy at some point. I don't know. It's probably a bad idea to go put people that are unhappy in here, but hey, they actually got a little bit happier from that. They might not even be fully radical now. Sure. All right, we'll go with that. Not sure how I feel about it, but it's at least slightly better government. It's not the one we're looking for. We're not over 60. Hopefully we get there at some point. Okay. That one didn't get passed. That's fine. Mechanized farming. I mean, I definitely would love all the mechanized things, but something tells me this is not going to be super great for us. Tractors. It's not, but probably just because of engines, right? We just need more engines. I just need to get the engines rolling. I mean, right now we're building cars. If we were to do more engine, more of these, how much more? Like, we'd get a few more engines. Not a lot, though. Still, because we're still doing the automobiles, which are supposed to be getting us more money, hopefully. But we don't want to do that much, though. We'll come back to you. Trying to make the money there. Arc process. Steel mills. Glassworks. Coal fire for power plants. I mean, yeah. Electrics industries. Conveyors. Help with a few things, including the arms or motor industries. You know, let's go for that. That wouldn't surprise me if those are electrified. Plus 50% radicals. Great. Alright, I'll take the loyalists. Hey, we're almost under $1 million in our credit. That's good. Paying off our credit cards. It's good, right? Mechanized agriculture. Okay, let's actually track that one. Because that one, I think, we could, in theory... At least 75% of eligible ones have tractors, have activated tractors. Okay. But they also need a weekly profit. We just need to get our engines rolling again. Come on. Let's get this back positive. Slowly but surely. I just dropped the wages all the way. Where is the... I don't even see the military in here. Not gonna be that much money, but let's drop them. What about government wages? Intelligence actually would be unhappy. We don't have enough authority for anything else here. Okay. We just need to get it positive again, then I'll be happy about doing some other things. Maybe these guys will build some engine stuff. You never know. Doubt it. They have a few times, though. Got like no military. That's what's part of our prestige issues right now. We're not going to build out a bit of a military. There's a tooling workshop. That'll be nice. 500k. Come on. We're almost there. We've come so far. And we can always import engines, I suppose. Like, I want to just deal with the engine situation and then I want to click it over and then figure this thing out. Again, I want to get this positive before I mess with any of the numbers. We're barely getting anything on tariffs right now. You know, it would not surprise me if we got several trade routes that are just not worth anything. Oh, that one's definitely not worth anything. Yeah, I don't know. Most of these other ones seem like they're not really that valuable, huh? We are bringing in engines already. Granadine Textile Corporation is losing prosperity. No! Our increased net productivity gets associated stuff. Why? I mean, I know you want the electric stuff. We're not there right now. I don't know why they are losing some productivity. Or is it just because they don't have enough people? I mean, they don't have enough people there. It might just be, yeah, population or a employment thing. You can always subsidize. I mean, we kind of need that one because that one's keeping the loyalists or the standard of living, radicals from standard of living lower. They're consuming rubber, fabric, silk, tools and die. Let's go look at one. Isn't that a thing we can do? We can go look at something. There we go. I mean, luxury... Oh, the luxury clothes is tanked. Why? Why is luxury clothes tanked in value? I mean, we are exporting a lot of luxury clothes. Maybe that's a lot of it. Let's try see what happens if we get rid of a bunch of these. I mean, they're not worth hardly anything anyway. Keep the, you know, even this 551 one's not that great. Obviously, we're going to keep the 6.39k. That one's pretty nice. Really, honestly, anything over below 1,000, what's the point? Oh, I didn't mean to... Did I just get rid of all of them? What? I didn't... No. I just did something wrong. No, I did. Just get rid of all of them. How did I do that? Do we literally have no trade routes right now? Only yours. Oh, no, they're there. That was really strange. I must have clicked something really funky. Alright. I might have gotten rid of one I didn't want to get rid of, but that's okay. We'll go with that. Where's our money slightly, but not super worried about it. Hoping, though, that will somehow increase productivity here, but maybe it won't make a difference at all. Hey, budget balance. Yay, we did that one. Now we're back to gold reserves. Awesome. Less authority. Definitely don't want a lower standard of living modifier. Everyone must be allowed. Let's be nice. Okay, wait a minute. Why are we negative on the convoys? I don't want to lose the engines. I feel like the engines are actually kind of important. There's a lot of convoys for opium. Goodness. You do the paper, the sugar, and the liquor. Or I could just see if this will bounce back. It might be a network strength. Yeah, it might be just a different thing happening. No, I like the migration attraction. Please and thank you. Alright, so part of me wants to wait till we get like 1 million in gold reserves before I start doing anything. We've come this far, let's not completely ruin it. Populating the Americas. Promote European migration. Yeah. I mean, we've got less authority and less influence, but I can get the authority back. By... Oh, for one thing. Any of these that we don't want to... 98k. Yeah, this one's barely anything. We'll get rid of that. Cool. Get rid of the consumption tax there. Alright, let's get... like I said, I'm going to wait till we get to 1 million. And then I'm going to try to get this mechanized agriculture off the ground. Yeah, I know. Companies losing prosperity. I don't really know how to fix it. I'll be honest. I haven't understood how to fix it, okay? I mean, we can go look. Like, what if we change you guys to something else? Nah, you're just worse there. What What if we change you to... Yeah. Less luxury clothes and more just basic clothes would presumably be better. And actually, that's fine. Cool, we'll do that. I think that'll let you bounce back. Maybe? Yeah, we're good again. Alright, that's all we had to do. Just the luxury clothes were just tanking in prices, which is fine. Oil! I do like the migration attraction. Oh, we get a migration attraction either way. Sure. Oil rush. Maybe that's a bad idea, but why not? Establish colonial administration. I think the Americans already did that one. Oh, was it this thing the whole time and I just didn't notice? Yeah, I don't even know. Not sure if I completely understand how that one works either. The urban stuff is a little bit foreign to me as well. Survey the Panama Isthmus. But we... What? Is it too late to do the Panama stuff? I didn't even know this was on there. Presumably this is too late because they're already building the Panama thing, aren't they? Maybe not. I mean, losing 1,000 permanent bureaucracy is not great. But we could get some government administration set up to get that back. But we got to get it first before we can go that route. Still want wage subsidies, huh? Just trying to save up some money here. Keep going. I mean, I kind of want the rural folk to kind of go away, I'll be honest. We're becoming an industrialized nation. I mean, we are pretty much a very much industrialized nation right now. More opium, nice. All right, almost over a mil. I mean, that's just an arbitrary number that I picked. Probably could get it by without waiting that long, but I just want to make sure we have a little bit of a cushion. Guess the ticks of the income is weekly, huh? Okay, that makes sense. Assuming our... Yes, company's just never going to get better. I don't know. Maybe we should have disbanded it a long time ago. I don't know. Alright, rubber mill. Let's see, what do we want to build? I mean engines. We got to get some more engines coming in. I assume, in order to... Well, actually no, before we do that, we're just going to come over here and we're going to flip some having tractors. And then see what happens. I mean, the millet farm seems a little bit silly, but... It does need to be 75% of eligible... Well, no, that's going to be 28 maize farms should be 75% of eligible buildings. Yeah, that should cover all of that. Okay. And then it means we need... coal, engines, and fertilizer. I'm just gonna get a couple more of these floating about. A couple in Antioquia. See what that gets us. Cash was greater than 25%. Weekly profit greater than 0. The workforce occupancy greater than 75%. I mean, that tells me that we need to also then subsidize. Which apparently we can't subsidize at all. Ah. Economic laws. So yeah, employment is bad. Well, then how do we get you guys to employ more people? So, Kalka, what is your problem with your maize farms? I mean, your expenses, obviously. And that's... Well, I mean, fertilizer is a big part of your expenses, actually. Fertilizer is a massive part of your expenses. Yeah, I mean, you're spending a lot here, but it's minimal compared to how much you're doing on... You know, fertilizer. Yeah. We need more fertilizer. Presumably. Get a few of those in there. I mean, the motor industry is still going to help, but it does look like the fertilizer is going to be a pretty big thing for us, though. I mean, let's go back to that again. We're sitting on expenses of 33.2. Like, I just want to see if we can see that noticeably go down once we've actually built some fertilizer plants. Now we're going to get through these motor industries first, which the motors industry should still help too, right? Like, we can check that as well. 4.5k. Coal is minimal. I mean, grain's not worth a lot. But obviously the employment's a big part of it, right? Like, we've got to figure out the employment issues. That might just be cash reserves. We just can't afford to hire anybody. That might get fixed from all this other stuff. It might just be a domino effect. You never know. I'm sure somebody knows. I don't know yet. I'm working on it. Universal suffrage, huh? I mean, women's right to vote. I mean, I personally like the idea of it. Where's that under? What is that under? Oh wait, did we ever get rid of... Oh, there actually are some people that would like slavery banned. I mean, landowners would absolutely hate it, but everybody else would love it. And what would it actually give us? All slaves would just be liberated. Which I personally like. You know what? I'm gonna go for it. It might backfire and blow up my entire nation, but I've heard, you know, nations have gone to civil war before over banning slavery. I don't know, somewhere. I can't remember where it was. I mean, truth be told, I would have banned that a long time ago. I get it. It's part of history, but it's not a good part of history. So, I mean, yes, in games like this, you kind of have to play with it. Just accept it to some degree. Not accept, that's a bad word. I don't know what the word is, but you gotta, it is what it is until you can get rid of it. It's basically how it works. I don't know. I don't know the best way to say that. I definitely want to get rid of it as soon as we can. I don't like it. About to be back negative again, but that's okay. Once we finish these buildings, we'll bounce right back again. Almost there. What are you guys building? Explosives and oil rigs. Nice. Oh, there's a lot of radicals because of the slavery banning in there. Yeah, political movement. Yep. Well, it's the right thing to do. At least we're back positive here. Now, obviously, these have to be employed for it to matter. It's starting to bounce back slowly, maybe? Maybe not. I assume this is just lack of people. Yeah, they just don't have... Oh, no, I'm sorry. They're fully employed now. So what are y'all struggling with? I mean, sulfur is a big part of it. First off, though, let's go look at... let's go back here. Let's go look at the maize farms. Oh, that dropped significantly. 33.2 down to 22.2. Okay. And then engines went from 4.5 to 3.8. Yeah, okay. I mean, you're still running a low negative weekly balance, but better. I mean, more engines does seem like it would make a lot of sense here. Just because it's still gold, so it's still just a high thing. I don't want to tank fertilizer stuff, right? But we can make fertilizer more productive if we just get, you know, some more sulfur stuff coming in, right? It's all a chain at this point. We do have sulfur, don't we? Can't remember if it's tied to something else or if it's its own thing. Oh, maybe we don't have sulfur. No, we don't. No sulfur mines in New Granada. Okay. Then... can we import some sulfur? We don't have any trade route or trade things yet at the moment. We could import some sulfur. Got the bureaucracy for it. Let's import some sulfur, see if that makes any difference here. Not really. We're running out of cash reserves. The employment's starting to go away. I mean, we do have the ability to get iron and oil. It's not going to help a lot. But if we can't help with the sulfur, then at least we can help with those two. Presumably. Chew. I mean, oil. I mean, it feels like this. We're actually capped. Never mind. Never mind. Iron mines. And we're already building some, but I don't know. I like overkill. You guys know me. I overkill everything. Let's do some more of that. Really don't like this at all, but we've been kind of dealing with it and just accepting that's just how it's always been. What are y'all doing? Senegal? Okay. We gotta get you guys profitable. It's not easy. I mean, can we change something else? Yeah, we could. Less grain, but just overall more productivity. Still uses tractors, right? I mean, that's the important thing. It really is just the fertilizer. That's what's costing it so much more. Currently 25%. What are you talking about? I don't have any other eligible buildings. I mean, I can flip you to tractors, but that seems strange. I'll put you on that as well. So I'll put you all in fertilizers for right now. I was gonna say, there's no other eligible buildings, right? Am I blind? %75% of eligible buildings. Currently 25%. What am I misunderstanding? Rye, wheat, maize, or millet. Okay. Maize, millet. We don't have rye or wheat. Can we? I don't think we can do rye or wheat. Or can we? Yeah, I don't think so. I don't, unless I'm blind. I'm pretty sure we can't, so I'm not sure how we would get that. Alright, whatever. I'll just have to ignore that one then. It's unfortunate. I'm apparently missing something about it, though. Fertilizer plants are still running out of money. Why? I mean, did we tank the price of fertilizer too much? Seems possible. Seems possible. I mean, do I want to change this? Yeah, I mean, it looks like I've got to change this. Which does mean we get less fertilizer, though. I feel like the iron, the oil. Get the iron, the oil. I mean, the iron specifically, I guess, right now is the only thing we have control over. Let's get the iron fixed and see if that makes a difference. Then we'll go from there. If that just still doesn't work, we'll drop it. Feeling very, out of my element with some of this. Like, I'm still trying to grasp if I understand what, like, it feels like it would be like, fix this, that'll fix that, that'll fix that. And I feel like I'm getting small evidences, right? We did drop the prices of the fertilizer and the engines for the farms, right? That definitely worked. But then the fertilizer was like bad, right? The fertilizer will stop making money. So we got to figure out how to balance everything out all together. Because the fertilizer is going to start losing people, then that means we're not going to make as much fertilizer, which means it's going to go back up again, right? It's going to be bad again. Now, we don't really have a way to get oil, unless we get import some oil, I suppose. Or now we're just trying to fix the iron situation, but until we can get this fixed, I think we've got to go back to this. And hope that that will build up our balance better. Yeah, now we're positive again. Maybe we can start hiring again. Build up our cash reserves. Oh, that just takes oil out of it completely. Oh. Well, could I have imported oil? Because we're obviously capped on how much oil we've got. Get some from the Spanish market. So let me just see if... That's still bad. Already got sulfur being imported. Yeah, there's not much else we can do. It's unfortunate. I'd like to get that extra fertilizer, but we just can't afford it. And unless we get more oil expansion. So we're still having market access issues. Why? Assuming just population, like we're not... Yeah, we're just not staffing these. 30% staff is not great. So what is your problem? You just can't afford to keep people because, well, engines are very expensive. I mean, then that tells me more engines, right? But, okay, what's wrong with engines? Let's go look at... Don't want to just change all fertilizer plants to... Yeah, change them all to improved. So engines. I mean, we can go away from cars. Let's get more engines that way. I mean, cars was just here to get us some money. Which money's good. Let's just build more. Let me go back. Where's our main motor industries? Antioquia. I'm trying to learn. Oh, wow, we're way over time. Sorry about that. Got stuck in the spiral of learning. All right, we're going to put a cut in there. When we come back, I'll see if I can figure out... I'm going to try and figure out this processing chain, right? And see if we can find the root thing that will help everything, make everything else better, and then go make everything else better, etc., etc., etc. We'll see. But I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.